Today I'm going to be reviewing this smokeless fire pit that I recently purchased on Amazon. So this is the box that it's going to come in. It does come in with a variety of different colors that you can choose from. The one I grabbed was just going to be the stainless steel. It's going to be relatively small. I'll double check those measurements, make sure that's correct, but it's only going to be like 3 pounds, so not huge. And then also just have some tips for it, like how to use it, that sort of a thing. So I'm going to open this up here and we'll see exactly what it looks like inside. So it does come in a little bag, so that's kind of cool. Comes with the instructions. Those are going to be important, I am sure, on exactly how to set it up and how to use it. So I'm gonna take this out of the bag here and pop that open. And you can see everything that's gonna be inside of here. We'll show right down in there. It's got a couple little fire sticks. That's kind of cool. Maybe you want to roast marshmallows or something. Not very long, but it does come with a couple of those. So that's kind of cool. And then this is going to be wrapped in plastic. I assume this is going to go back down in there in the bottom. But let me go ahead and double check on these instructions, see exactly how this is supposed to be put together. So I read the instructions real fast. Essentially, there's just going to be 2 pieces in here. So it's just going to be this bottom piece, which you're then going to take and slide all the way down to the bottom. And then you're going to have this part that just kind of goes right there on top. Now you're going to take and put actual wood inside. So they recommend using like 4 to 5 inch length of wood or burning pellets, whatever. And you're going to get it started. And then this is actually going to be the fireproof mat. So this is designed to go like underneath. So if you're using it, you know, on some wood or something like that, just make sure you don't leave like a scorched mark on the bottom. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna get some twigs, I'm gonna put them in here, get them lit, and we'll see if it actually is going to be smokeless as advertised on the box, and if it just has the fire coming out the top, or if it's actually going to be a smoky situation here. So I went and broke up some really small pieces, crumpled up some leaves down inside of here. I'm gonna take my lighter here and I'm just gonna go ahead and try and light this leaf. See how that works. And this leaf has been dead for a little while, so it should light up pretty good. There we go. Let's go ahead and put that in there and see if we can get some of those other leaves to light. Just gonna take another one and put it right down on top. Now, while I was lighting it, I was actually looking at it and I realized that I actually put this metal piece on upside down. So rather than being down, it's supposed to be facing up. So there's something you'll want to keep in mind with that, is that it should actually be facing up like this. So it actually will go both ways, but it should be facing up. Now, this does say that it's going to be smokeless, and I don't know that I'm seeing that. Like, I'm seeing some smoke come up here on the sides here, especially when getting started. A lot of smoke was still coming out of the top. So like right now, obviously a good amount of flames are coming out the top, so that's going to be nice. You could use this, you know, to roast marshmallows or that sort of thing without having to start a big bonfire. You are going to get flames pretty good, so I'm getting good heat, like even this far up above the actual thing, just because of it. So you are going to get a pretty decent amount of flames coming out of it, so you want to make sure you're not going to be too close to anything that's flammable around it. I made sure to get some dry wood that I can put in it, around it, and that sort of a deal. So I like the way that it looks. It's going to be really good for like cooking, you know, having a little bonfire, having little marshmallows or something like that. But in regards to being smokeless, I don't know that it really is. Like, it's still putting out smoke. You can kind of see it there. So the smoke is still actively coming out of this. It's not like it's coming out the sides or anything like that. It is getting a lot of flame. It's concentrating it coming up though. So that's kind of cool, the way that it's kind of flowing up out of there. But I don't know why they say smokeless. Like, you're building a fire, so the smoke has to go somewhere. So maybe as it goes down, then there's not as much smoke as if you're just building a little fire in a container. Not really sure on that. But definitely does work well. It's pretty nice, putting out a good amount of heat and keeping it well contained here in this little stainless steel. Like, this would be like a stovetop or a deck little fire pit.